Hey, what's up you guys? It is Sydney here today and we have a really awesome speed build for you. I have been wanting to create this since I had downloaded and bought The Sims onto my PC, and I did it. I had been building all these other things, but one day I sat down, I was like, nope, I've been wanting to build this, so we are going to build it. And so what I did today was a storage container club. Now I've seen a lot of storage container builds, specifically by James Turner from the Sim Supply. I think he's done like 3 or 4 different storage container builds, and I'm honestly pretty sure he did a club storage container build as well. This is slightly inspired by him. I mean, I got the inspiration to use storage container looks from him, though I don't believe this looks anything like his build. If you disagree with that and want to call me out and say this is the exact replica, you copied him, yada yada, definitely do so in the comments, because I would like to know if you think that. Though I feel like this was pretty unique and different in its own. It took me a little bit, you saw kind of like a short clip of it, to figure out what colors and what texture I wanted to use on the outside of these. So I ended up just doing a plain paint color just because I couldn't think of anything else, and the other ones just didn't look good. Possibly a paneling would have looked nice, but it didn't come with those like bright, vibrant colors that I wanted to do. Because this is a club, I wanted it to be colorful and I wanted it to look different. And so I just went with, really bright colors. So each little cube has its own purpose, kind of like its own little area. So there's lots of things you can do in this lot. We have the front entrance, which has like a foosball table, and it also has the bathrooms in it for your Sims. There are 2 for ladies and 2 for men, so that way, your Sims can do their business while they are out partying. In the little red club or red storage container, there is a karaoke machine, a little kitchenette, so if your Sims get hungry, they can cook something real quick, and a couple little dining tables to, sit around, listen to whoever's singing karaoke, that kind of fun stuff. I do have it saved as a club lot though, not a karaoke lot, just because I felt the club aspect was a little bit bigger and kind of more than I was going for than a karaoke parlor. Upstairs, we have a little bubbler. We have 2 bubblers, for your Sims to get their goofy on. And we also have the dance floor with the DJ board, along with a bar and another seating area upstairs. So I think this turned out really cute, really fun, and really functional. And I don't know, I really loved how it turned out. I thought it was pretty awesome. For kind of like our color scheme, or like our idea was just really bright and colorful. You can notice I used different windows and different patterns on the windows just because I wanted it to be like really funky and really fun, and I wanted that, added texture of the different windows. The bathrooms right now that we're working on are the exact same thing. So I thought about cutting it out, but then I felt like the video would be too short, so I just left it in there. But I basically just copy pasted back and forth, same colors. I think I changed like the colors of the rugs, and I put a little bit of wall decals in there, but other than that, it's the exact same thing. And then we add a lot of lights on the outside. I think this build looks really cool at night with all the different lights and, the glowing little pillars and all those fun things. You may notice right now that there isn't a way to get upstairs, and it took me a minute. I'm pretty sure I completely decorate the whole downstairs before I realized I don't have a way to get upstairs. So we do fix that. We do put a stairwell in. It'll be like right outside the little red container. And now we're just adding a little bit extra lights. You will notice that I am just using the smaller one and moving them up. After I had went through and done all of this, I realized that there was a medium height, which I'm pretty sure is the wall I'm using was the medium height light that did it for me, and I didn't have to move them up. So that is my fault. Completely ditzy moment there, but I guess it worked. I ended up actually deleting a lot of the lights in the end anyways. So yeah, it was kind of pointless to go through, but once I kind of got the place decorated and how I liked it, I realized that I didn't need all the lights and it was just a little too much. So right now, we're kind of just figuring out the layout and figuring out how I want to do it or what I want to do. we end up completely knocking down that wall, so it looks similar to the blue one, where both of them will be wall free on their entrance and just have a little like overhang, just to kind of, I felt like that looked a little better than to have a door or a archway in it. We just kind of deleted the archway, made it one big open entrance. Super cute, super fun. So here we are, back at the bathrooms. This is really boring and really simple. What we did do what I liked about the house was the color scheme I ended up going for, how I did the coloring. So since this was a container build, I figured, or decided at least, that the inside of the container should look or would look the same as the outside. So all of the base walls you will see are the same color on the inside as they are the outside, but if any walls were added to create rooms, such as like the bathroom or the kitchen, those walls are a different color. And I just thought that was a really nice detail, little added effect. So I was able to bring in new colors and patterns, but I wasn't like obnoxious or anything like that. Right here, you'll see that I just added a stereo, which when I was taking my screenshots, the club, was open. I had a sim there. And I noticed that a lot of the sims were just going in the bathrooms and dancing because there was a stereo in there. And that was pretty annoying. I don't know if they'll always do that or what that issue was, but I did kind of get irritated by that. So if you want, I'd recommend possibly deleting it just because it was kind of obnoxious. Right here, we are adding some dance floors on the ground. And what I did is I just made the whole thing a dance floor because your Sims, will dance. Preferably, I believe they prefer to dance on an actual dance floor instead of just randomly in the open. So this way, that whole room can fill up and they can dance in there, which I think would be really fun and really cool. Now, I didn't limit my pack usage when I was doing this build, and about 75% of the time, I try to limit my pack usage. But with this one, I really just wanted a really funky, really cool lot, and so I didn't limit anything, though I don't feel like I ended up using a lot of packs. I know we used Get to Work just because they had, the DJ and the party aspect like that. We used a couple items from Fitness just because I liked their decorations. And then we also used a couple items from, obviously City Living. And there's one other one that I know I used a lot of, but I can't currently think of it. So I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure there's something like 4 or 5 different packs that were used, and that was with me not even really paying attention. So that's pretty cool. I guess that was awesome. Right now we are working on just, little edit details in the bathroom. This room, or like block, I guess, this storage container took me the longest to do, and I don't really know why. I don't know if it was just because it was the hangout area, so there had to be more things in there, or by the time I had gotten done with this, I understood the theme or what I was going for. But by the time I get to the upper part, it was super easy. It might also be because, one of them was a dance floor, so it is basically done already. I had the DJ and the dance boards, and that was it. Right here, you'll notice that I used the ombre wallpaper at first because I was going to go for that, and I just didn't like it. So this is where I change everything on the outside to the blue, and then anything added in, I make a nice little spa day tile. But I really love how this turned out, and you can download it on the Origin. It has been up for a couple weeks now, I believe. I made this a while back, and it is under Storage Club. I'm 85% sure, but my ID is ofmisfitplays, and so definitely, look me up, make sure you follow me. Like I say in all of my videos, as soon as I get done building, it gets straight posted on my Origin. So if you want to get my builds right when they come out and right when I finish, definitely follow me on Origin so you know what videos are coming in the future and what I am posting as I am building them. It normally takes me about a week before I get a YouTube video out. So this way, you are the first to know and you are right there when it comes out. And while we're at it, why don't you make sure to follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat. All of my links are always down below, along with like my Twitch, my Tumblr, and my personal website. All that stuff is always down below, so make sure you're always checking out the links and checking out the descriptions for any extra information you are looking for. Just a great resource. And I would love you guys to comment down below what other kind of lots you would like me to do. I prefer to do houses just because I think they're fun, and I guess I don't really do a lot of gameplay, so I don't go out and use different lots in general, but I am wanting to start to do more gameplay. I am hoping to either do like a 100 baby challenge or the not so berry challenge here soon. So comment down below which challenge you think I should do. But also comment what kind of builds you would like to see. Do you want me to do more builds like this where, like a library, a diner, clubs, those kind of things? I'm actually thinking about doing a swimming pool lot here soon. Maybe kind of like a water park idea of some sort. So that should be coming out in a couple weeks. I have a couple ideas floating about in my head, so I'd really like to try that out. Right now we are working on the little kitchenette. So at first I wanted it to be kind of big and more of a full-size kitchen, but then I was like, no, that's a little obnoxious. So we do downsize it a lot, just that 3-tile wall right there. And your Sims actually, now that I think about it, there is not a table for them to do any of their cutting activities if they were to use the stove. So I guess they would walk out and use a table in the room. You know what? That was bad planning on my part. I am not really sure how that is going to work. I guess you can try, or you can find out yourselves, I guess, when you play. Or you can always just grab food from the fridge. I know, there's always, the bowl of cereal or bowl of peas, stuff like that. Right now we are adding some just wall decorations. I wanted to, again, have a club feel, so I added a lot of little club posters, like party posters, stuff like that to make it just feel like a party. At this point, I do put a bar in downstairs here in a little bit before I realized that you can only have one bar open at a time, and since I wanted to do a bar upstairs, I thought it was kind of pointless to have one down here, and it was kind of taking up a little bit more space than I wanted it to. So we do the same exact layout where we do the glass wall and the bars in front of it, or the alcohol, or what is I don't know what did the Sims call alcohol? I'm not 100% sure, but all of that fun stuff we do move upstairs eventually. And there are so many activities for your Sims to do in this lot, which I think is what makes it so great, is that they have the bar, they have the karaoke, they have the DJ floor, so your Sims can really interact and do a lot of things here. Great place for dates and all of those fun activities. So yeah, honestly, this is my 3rd voiceover I have recorded today, and I have no idea what to talk about. We are getting pretty close to the end, but you are just going to have to bear with me for just a little bit longer, just because I don't want to have to drown you guys out with music for so long. But what can we talk about? I already plugged all of my social medias. Definitely, like I said, always leave comments down below. I want to know your feedback. I want to know your opinions. I want to know if you want to see more modern homes, if you want to see more base game homes, or what interests you and what you're going to use, what you're going to download, what you want me to even talk about. I know some Simmers talk about the builds the whole entire time. Some Simmers talk about their lives. So tell me down below, what is your favorite thing? Like, do you prefer to listen to them talk about builds? Do you prefer to listen to them talk about life? Does it depend on the Simmer? Because personally, I watch a handful of them. I do say, probably a really big majority. I am subscribed to Deligracy, The Sim Supply, Little Simsy, The English Simmer, and a handful of other ones. And some of them, will talk about their daily life. Some of them will talk about the build. And I kind of prefer that they all talk about something different. I don't want to be rude or mean to, James from the Sim Supply, but I personally don't want to hear him talk about his daily life. I like listening to little Simsy talk about her daily life because she's funny and quirky and can talk about it well. I personally don't really do much in my daily life either. I am a stay-at-home mom, so my fiance works full-time. He works a 7 to 7 job, basically, and so he's gone all day. It's just me and my little girl who are here during the day. And every now and again, I will leave in the afternoon to go walk some dogs, which is actually going to be changing here soon where I won't be doing that anymore. So I just stay at home with my girl. We play The Sims, we cuddle, we watch TV. I have a 3-year-old dog. He is a black lab mix and the love of my life, the cutest little thing ever. And we do some dog boarding every now and again. So I have a couple extra dogs that come in and out. Just to, a little bit more fun because I really want a second dog, but both, financially and just stability, we're not really able to. I don't know if I can handle taking care of a baby and a puppy. So this way we get, to have little extra dogs come in every now and again, and we get to see them and play with them. And it kind of helps us feel out what kind of breeds we like and what kind of personalities we like and all those fun things. So right now we are working on the final building, which is going to be the bar area. So there's a full bar, there is 3 different dinner tables, and there's also a booth in the back. I just really love how this turned out. I don't know how much I can say that. I just think it turned out really cute, super fun, very realistic. I feel in a sense, I could see this being a bar or a club area in real life, and so I do really like it. So I'm actually going to leave you guys here just because there's only about 4 minutes left in the video and I don't really have much more to say. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Don't forget to click all the links in the description, and I will see you guys next time.